Well, hello parents and kids. Welcome to a new way of doing some blast. Hey, this is Pastor Tommy. Just want to give you ideas for this week's lesson. So parents, if you haven't got the D6 app, it looks like this. I want you to download D6. Just search D6 Family app and you're going to find it. When you open up the app, it's got all kinds of fun activities and games. The one you're looking for home teaching is called Home Connection. So it's right there in the middle. Open up Home Connection, and the top one will be this week's lesson. So the top one up here is called Patiently Trust God's Sovereignty. I can open up the lesson, and here is this week's lesson with parent notes. It's got lots of games ideas, some activities to do, and just pretty simple. If you just read it a few minutes in advance, you're ready to teach your kids. So here's some ideas for this week. For example, our main point is that God will make all things right. It says God will make someday, He will make all things right. So we've been studying about Jeremiah. So Jeremiah is a prophet, and in his book this week in chapter 12, he's complaining to God because the enemies of the people of Israel, God's not punishing them. And Jeremiah says, come on, God. Matter of fact, in chapter 12, the first 4 verses, he's complaining. He said, God, why don't you punish these people? You see their wicked ways, punish our enemies. Well, the rest of the chapter, verses 5 through 12 through 17, is God's answer back to Jeremiah. And he's basically saying, be patient. You spend time with me. You do your thing. I will do my thing. God says, I will punish them, but in my own timing, not yours. The very last verse, chapter 17, says, but if any nation does not listen, I will completely uproot and destroy it, declares the Lord. So God is telling Jeremiah, basically, Jeremiah, you're kind of like the sponge. And when you're just dry and kind of dried out, there's nothing in you, nothing's coming out of you. But Jeremiah, if you will just do your job and spend time with me, it's kind of like putting it in a bowl of water here, and we soak up that water. When he does that, well, guess what? Jeremiah is now ready to pour out God's message to other people. So Jeremiah, all you got to do is be faithful, do your part. When I'm ready to use you, I'm going to use you to pour out my message into my people and even to other nations. So the same is true for you and I. What we really have to do is spend time with God. And we don't have to worry about that God's not going to take care of it on our own timeline, or He's not going to do it today, or it's not going to end tomorrow. God says, I'm in charge. I'll do it on my own timeline. So we like to make up motions each week for our main point. So it says that God will make all things right. So maybe God will make all things right. Try that again. So God will make all things right. So each week we'll post a little video like this just to help you introduce the lesson to your kids. But if you'll use that app, lots of games and activities on there, questions to ask, family fun times. There's a parent blog, a podcast you can listen to. And so download that D6 Family app and get started today teaching your kids. You can even use that as an example for them. And so we're going to do our best each week to help you out at home, but hopefully you're teaching your kids the word at home. There's also some other video links there in the email, mega verses where you're memorizing each week, the Mega Minute teaching video as well as the song. So check those out and hope you guys enjoy this time. It's very unique and special with your family at home. And remember, it's not our timing, it's God's timing. God will make all things right.